Welcome friends, welcome to our New Hope Mechanical. Friends, last 10 videos we are sharing about some basic details for bearings and valves. So now I am going to share something for bearings related interview questions. So most of my friends, they are working in Dubai and Abu Dhabi, and some friends in Saudi and Qatar. So they are facing some interviews, they are facing some interview questions about bearings, they share with me. So that's why the upcoming or new students and the job seekers are easily understand, and they are able to reply the answers for the interviewers. So that the purpose I share the questions and answers for here. So please friends, watch it, don't skip the video, it's very helpful. Here I share around 11 questions for bearing related. So next video I will share another 20 questions. So total I have 30 questions and answers regarding bearings. So most of interviews they are asking these questions. So I don't waste the time. Direct we have go to content. So thanks for your support. So why the bearings are most important in industrial? They transmit forces, they transfer motion, reduce the friction, because their rolling motion make almost all movement easier. These are the terms we have to use. The bearings is most important in industrial. So why the bearings are getting failure? So improper lubrication, excessive temperature, corrosion and contamination, wear and tear, vibration, overload, improper installation, wrong lubricant. So these are the factors we are getting failure for the bearings. So these steps we have to follow to improve our working area, to improve the bearings life. So next, major types of bearing: ball bearing, roller bearing, journal bearing and sleeving bearings. This image showing some bearings types. These bearings are ball and roller both. So normally some interviewer asking the questions about major types of bearing, we have to able to answer ball bearing, roller bearing, journal bearings and sleeving bearings. So next, which bearings are suitable for heavy load? The hydrostatics bearings are those which can support heavy loads without any relative motion between the journal and the bearing. Therefore, it's suitable for carrying heavy load. So in upcoming industries, advanced, we have to use the hydrostatics bearings, but the old format we have to use the heavy load for roller bearings and plain bearings. It's for suitable for heavy loads. So and thrust bearings. So tell me some ball bearings type. So we already know the ball bearings types. These are basic: axial ball bearing, deep groove ball bearing, angular contact ball bearing, self aligning ball bearing, thrust ball bearing. These are the basic type. So double row ball bearing, double row angular contact ball bearing, these are special. Why thrust bearings are used in industries? It is designed to take axial loads at high speed. They cannot take any radial loads. These bearings feature bearing washers with raceway groove in which balls move. So the thrust bearings is used for heavy axial load and high speeds. Types of roller bearings. So we already know about the roller bearing. So cylindrical roller bearing, spherical roller bearing, needle roller bearing, taper roller bearing, and self-aligning roller bearings and double row spherical roller bearings. These are available. So normally these are the basic type. How to remove bearing from shaft? By the help of puller, by the help of bearing separator, by the help of heat. So we can able to answer this too, by the help of puller, by the help of bearing separator. So the basic. If you use these steps, bearings cannot come out. Use bearing, make heat and remove by the help of hydraulic jack and pump. Okay, next, how to remove bearing from housing is normally use bearing extractor. So someone asking, are you know about bearing numbers? Yes, I know. We can identify easily by bearing numbers, its standard number. So if you know the bearing numbers, we can easily identify the bearing, which loads it will take and how can maintain and how can we fix. So it's an example 7308 angular contact ball bearing. So last two digit in multiply to 5, we can get inner diameter 40 mm. This example. If you don't know the bearing numbers, please go through this channel, previous videos. I will share the details also. Comment box or description. Okay. So next, Why big bearings were heated before fitting? The mounting force required larger bearings cannot easily be pressed onto a shaft or onto the housing. Therefore, the bearings or housing is heated before the mounting. So this have a technique. This is the shaft and bearings has interference clearance. That means the shaft OD is bigger than the bearing ID. So we cannot fix by normal pressing or normal load. We need more forces. That's why we make hot and we can fix easily. So thanks friends. Here I said 11 questions. So next upcoming videos I will share other more questions. Normally interview the interviewer asking maybe 3 or 4 questions related bearings. So these questions are very useful. Thank you for your support. If anything, please go through comment box and give me suggestions or something. I will improve my skills. Thank you friends.